One of the biggest, most heartbreaking challenges that we faced was having to let him make the decision to try to go back home.
He was in the system for a long, long time. And that whole time, he dreamed that he would be back with his family. And so the adoption was just one final, I won't be back with my parents and my brothers. And all of that pain that he had and all of that grief that he had would show up in his behaviors.
I think a big piece of being an adoptive parent is understanding our children have a past. And our children have a family that they've left. And understanding that for us, when we adopt, we're getting this precious gift. Our children are having a loss.
It took almost a decade of hurt for him to get where he's at. So if we can remember his past and his experience when we try to set our expectations of him, it's easier to get through them.
How can I take my child's pain away? I think many adoptive parents feel this. They want to be able to soften the journey, like everybody wants to. And what adoptees will say is, you can't. It's my journey.
Because I don't think anything that anyone could have done or said would have helped me be less angry. It would have had to do with me meeting my biological family and knowing who they are, and then getting to a point in my life where I could process adoption and be understanding from it. So I think it's just learning more about who I am and where I came from, and that this is my story.
He's still ours. He's still our kid. He'll always be in our lives. You don't know that at the time. It felt like he was gone forever. And now I know, even if he went home and stayed with his mom, we still would have been on his team.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that then.
That's the hardest thing, hardest thing we did as a family. People have asked me, when they were considering taking in siblings of a child they have, because of that exact thing. What if they don't stay? And I would always tell someone to do it.
You cannot have courage without vulnerability. They live together, Anything you do that's courageous involves fear. It involves risk. It involves emotional exposure. And so, lots of folks making lots of courageous acts.
Well, there were times where we were locked in our bedroom at night saying, are we going to make it through the night?
Yeah.
I would be sending emails to the caseworker, to the judge, to the therapist, to our licensing worker saying, we need help. And we found the coalition and everything that they had, and we were like, there is help for families like ours.
The coalition is an amazing resource that can help you meet up and get a support system in place, because you need that support. And so you're not alone, so you don't feel isolated.